Hey guys, with Jerry finally coming, this is the third and final special mayor, I believe, and I can't help but say I feel disappointed, and I do feel like Jerry is the worst mayor out of the three. Now, why do I say that? Well, just looking at his perks to start, his first perk, which is would have been very good when mayors first came out, would have been really nice since we would have been able to have a taste of all the mayors, and it would have been very nice. But now that we pretty much, experienced all good mayors multiple times, it just feels like a pointless perk, especially because none of these special mayors are included, and that would have been a very nice treat for, everyone. Second perk is just all stats, not really to say there. It makes no sense having that perk since you don't really need 10% more stats for a Jerry Mayor. I mean, it's just kind of silly, right? Like, well, that perk makes no sense. It's not like you're fighting really strong enemies or anything. It's Jerry. The final perk, which, you guys probably seen videos on it, other people opening boxes, stuff like that. It is very cool. I do say it as the unique mechanic, but again, it's just similar to the Jerry Island, gifting box event or, gifts, like red gifts, stuff like that. Nothing unique. Compared to the, Derpy and Scorpius, who, well, Scorpius added in items like the Plasma Flux, a bunch of new enchants to the game, like Vicious, level 7 enchants, stuff like that. I can't help but feel very disappointed in, what we received. Since all we ended up getting is, some troll items like this, which is, I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's like a, fat wand or bonzo staff that shoots Jerry heads, but it's useless, right? Like, it's just cool. It's just like, cool, I have a Jerry weapon. And there is stuff like, the talisman. There is one good thing, the Jerry candy, but I do feel really let down because I don't feel like Jerry is game changing. You could say Scorpius is not game changing, but the introduction of, new enchants, the Midas staff, Plasma Flux, Hegemony artifact, mainly all those new enchants, like he brought level 7 enchants onto the playing field pretty much. And to me, that is massively game changing. But some boxes that just give you, like a few, like you mainly get like junk from a few of them, feels like most of the time. I mean, I've only opened a few, and your main goal would be get this, the golden Jerry artifact, which again, I guess it's just a, a new mythic talisman for everyone once you recombob it. But again, it still feels bad because it doesn't have any good stats or good perks. So it just doesn't feel meaningful, right? While we hit something like the Hegemony artifact, which, doubles its own stats, right? So again, I do feel like Cherry is the worst mayor out of them all. As in, like, in the terms of being special. Since I consider the special mayors to be something that are game changing, right? Derpy changed the game. He disabled age for 5 days, gave everyone bonus XP. That is pretty unique. Scorpius added in new items to the Dark Auction, changed their DA works, new enchants, level 7 enchants, really good. Jerry just kind of copied the Winter Island event, new talisman, new pet item, I do think that Jerry Candy is really good, and, his perks are okay besides the L-Stat perk, but I don't feel like he is seriously game changing unless you feel like the need to grind every single mare that he releases, and maybe it is game changing for you. But I mean, if it's just, talking about my opinion on it, I do feel a little let down about Jerry since I kind of expected big things from each of the special mares, and people were hoping for more so like a foraging special mare or something like that since, that thing needs a rework, right? And we're sitting here waiting for the Siege projects and stuff like that, so, you know, I mean, I guess being the third one, it is a lot of, expectations to be met, for being a special mare and all. But I do wish it was a little better and a lot more serious of a mare since anything related to Jerry is just kind of a meme, as you can see from this Jerry weapon. It's kind of just useless. It's funny. It's a funny item, but it's not useful in the least, I guess you could say. Unless there's like, a lot of low HP enemies, you can just mow them down with this, I guess. But beyond that, it really doesn't have any kind of use, which to me, big letdown. We could get some nice limited useful items, which these will be limited items, like eventually they'll be no more than 1 there'll be no more boxes, stuff like that, for, like another 3 months probably. So, if you want to, maybe hang on to these. If Skyblock has the kind of player, explosion, they'll definitely be very valuable since these are limited items, which people won't always really get their hands on, or only get their hands on a few times each year. And who knows, they could add more special mares to the rotation, which means they show up even less. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to, collect all these valuables. All in all, make sure you pick up the Cherry 3D glasses and the gold talisman once they lower in price, since they are pretty much the main thing to go for, in my opinion. But yeah, I do feel like Jerry is just, the worst special mare. I do think there was like a decline in special mares since Scorpius. I feel like Scorpius was just so amazing and so unique, and then just like Derpy felt really weird because the age, and then this one just kind of like nothing cool. But yeah, I think I'm going on too long, and hopefully you guys enjoyed my opinion on, special mares, since it's not much, but I do feel like I just expect great things. And I don't know what you guys expect, but I just want to see like the best of the best kind of come out. If you guys enjoyed, maybe think about leaving a like on the video. It really helps. And maybe subscribe. We have the modding update coming out soon, so maybe sub, because we're gonna be covering that. Either way, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.